Hello, live-o-nuts. That's astronauts meets live Facebook watchers. I know it's dumb, but I thought I'd get your attention with that. Hey, I want to say thanks to everybody that's been watching these series, the Fatherhood series. This is episode 5, talking about why is she so critical? Obviously, in his words. Us guys. Ladies, don't get turned off by the subject. We're going to dig in deep and we're going to find out what in the world is Daryl Worker talking about. I'm talking about communication and I'm talking about perception. But first off, I want to shout out to David March, who posted the 8 steps of a father and their sons, with Sons to Fathers. David L. March, Sons to Fathers. Shout out to you, bro. You're doing some great things. Got some great words, some good wisdom there. It's another resource for you guys to look at. He's dropping some real knowledge about being a dad, and Sons to Fathers is a good place. We're going to ramp that up a little bit later on. But I want to say this. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Thank you for giving me your thoughts, giving me your opinions, the talk back, the feedback. It's all good. I'm glad, man. I am so glad that my stories are helping you guys kind of sort through and figure out what you're doing, as a father. And I hope I'm taking some of the sting out of the fear mechanism that would try to make you feel like you're not a good dad, because if you weren't a good dad, you wouldn't be interested in watching this stuff at all and finding out any information that would help you. So thank you to everybody for the likes and shares. It really, really, really matters. And it makes a difference. So today, why is she so critical? That's a pause to capture your attention. Ladies, I think it's a perception, that he thinks that you are critical of him. It could be coming from the looks that you're given, could be coming from the tone that you're given, but we're not going to blame shift here. What I'm going to say to the man is, if you think she's critical, or if she asks you to do something and it really bothers you, you got to ask yourself why you're so bothered by it. For instance, one of the things that my wife and I used to get into, a fair amount of time, I was thinking about the fact that, the trash needs to go out. I'll take it out. But I was kind of putting it off to the last minute. So I didn't really want to do it. So my internal self-speak was, man, get up and go do the trash, right? Along comes wifey poo and says, are you going to take the trash out? To which my rage meter pegged all the way to the right. And I was ticked. Why do I look stupid? I mean, does a stupid person earn this kind of income to let you live in this house and drive a car? Just straight up defensive, all of that, and arguments, and the fight started, is the way it goes. But I had to look at myself and go, what in the world? Man, why was I so ticked off that she asked me to take the trash out? Or that she made a face like you should have done it by now. Well, let's take a look behind the curtain and let's look underneath the surface of the water. And the top of the iceberg, says I'm angry. Beneath the iceberg says I'm hurt and I'm defensive, because my self-speak was already crucifying myself because I was procrastinating. And that's a problem I have with myself. So I was angry with myself. So when she said it, I wanted to blame her for the anger. I wanted to deflect it on her. And so that's not fair to her. So I had to start kind of digging around and going, hey, why are you so upset when she's asking you to do something that you were already going to do? Is that pride? I was going to do it. So why you have to ask me? Is it rebellion? I don't want to be told what to do. Is it, is it some form of I'm not good enough, or I'm a disappointment? You got to ask these kind of questions. If you're getting really upset over something, that if the response to the problem, hey, Eggy, what's up, man? I'm glad you joined. Finally caught you live, is what he said. The question, what's causing you to be so angry over a simple thing? Now, did she give you a disapproving look when she asked you to take the trash out? Because maybe she was expecting you to do that the night before. And I'm really just using the trash thing because it's a good place to start. But hey, ma'am, did you have a disapproving look on your face? Did you give him all of this and the attitude and all that stuff at the same time? Were you worried that he wasn't going to take the trash out? And then you'd have to do it? So then you'd be inconvenienced? Is there some degree of selfishness there? Now, mind you, listen, everybody's got to do what they're supposed to do. You share the chores and you get balance and all of that. But is there any part of that where you might be thinking, I'll have to take this out again, or I'll have to do this, and you kind of like go mommy on him? And is there a part of him that's going, look, I didn't marry my mother. Yeah, you did. She's comfortable. There's things in her that's like your mother, and it's comfortable. Sorry to break it to you, but there's some traits that she has that remind you of mom because it's a comfort zone. Anyway, I digress. I'm bringing it back. So if you, ma'am, are thinking those kind of things, you're going to have to dig in your own dirt too, because it's kind of not fair to give him a disapproving look. And maybe you should consider this. If he is responding ridiculously to requests that you're asking, you're like, that's out of character, or that's way too much response for what this is. I ask you a simple question, you get next to rage. Ask yourself, is he feeling something underneath the subterraneous levels of his emotions that the disapproving look reminds him of a disapproving look he got from a parent? Maybe his dad, maybe his mom. I know this is deep stuff, but you know what? Your thoughts and your thinking and what's in your belief systems and what your world is made up of, your baggage, stuff that you tossed behind you and said, I'm not dealing with that. But guess what? You got a knapsack back here catching every single thing. And there are all these unresolved issues, and they come out in your arguments, which is insane, but it's true. So you have loving each other through all of your stuff, loving each other through your baggage and the things that husband, loving your wife through that disapproving look, because maybe there's something in her background that says she doesn't want to have to deal with that. Maybe she's sitting there thinking about the guy that she married had all this promise and potential, but now he can't even take the trash out on time. There's something in her that's not feeling secure there. And women like to feel secure, bro. That's the number one deal. They want to feel secure. I would venture to say that a great portion of your arguments, if you have arguments or disagreements or frustrations with each other, is going to be either centered around money or lack of security from mama. If mama's not happy, nobody is. I wrote a country song about it, but I'll spare you right now. But truth is, if she's feeling insecure about some stuff, you gotta have to look at that. You need to have to communicate with her, find out what's going on underneath the ground. My wife and I just had a conversation the other day about some subterraneous stuff between the two of us, as we're still digging in our dirt, and we're 25. Next week it'll be 26 years into the marriage. And we're still looking at things that we're dealing with, and we're realizing that it goes all the way back to the way somebody treated you, the way somebody belittled you or didn't value you, and you built a belief system around it, and now you have all these actions and reactions that are sometimes out of whack. But that's what communication is about. That's what love is about. True love says, hey, if that response was out of character, if that response was kind of out of whack for what was really going on, true love says, hey, I need to figure out what's going on in there with my spouse, with my wife, or wife with your husband, or your mate, or your boyfriend, or your girlfriend. And I'll just say this: if you have kids and you're not married, get married. Your kids need stability. They need security. They need to know that dad's going to stick around. They need to know that mom's going to stick around. If they don't feel that security, and they can't tell you about it, they can just sense that things aren't locked in, because you're not locked in. So if you're going to be with her, if you're going to procreate with her, marry her. I'm just pausing for effect right there. I want that to sit in there for a minute. If you know you love her, what are you afraid of? You're already there. And you don't need those other chicks if they exist. Pick one, love one, stick with one. It'll build your character. It'll make you a strong man. So with that, we'll have to go deeper in this well. This is a lot deeper than 8 or 10 minutes can do. But listen, I want to tell you about tomorrow. Tomorrow is a great day. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about goal setting. So I'm gonna take you and show you what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna put myself out there. I am gonna set a goal. If you look behind me, look at that. That is a dam. Up there on the upside, let me see if I can get my finger where you can see it. Right up there. That's 110 feet up, and it's way over, and I'm far away from that. My goal is to set that goal, and I haven't gone up there since, I don't know how long ago, but my goal is to set that goal that within 8 minutes, we're going to set a goal and we're going to achieve it, and we're going to persist until we get there. And we're going to do it in 8 minutes, and we're going to talk about all the things about goal setting and persistence. We're going to have an object lesson tomorrow. I'm probably going to be really sweaty and a mess, but I want to teach you something about goals and persistence. So thanks for joining today. Really appreciate you guys. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. Tell other people about it. Like this, share this. Thank you. I appreciate you. And darylwicker.com is coming. So all these videos will be there, and there will be some chances to go more in depth on every one of these topics. I got bunches and bunches of stuff, and I can show you where all this came from, all these principles, all of these tips and tricks from life. There's stuff that works. I think it's going to change your life. I'm glad you're joining me on this journey. Oh, and check this out. If you hang with me all the way through the 10th one, I got a gift for the first 1,000 guys that hang with me. I'm going to give you a gift, all right? If you can make it through the 10th one, there'll be a survey for you to take, so I know that you watched it, and at the end of that survey, I'm going to send a gift to you for free. So thanks for joining me. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. God bless you.